Hey everyone, it's Mrs. D, and I am here to um, talk about the absolute bombs that Outschool is dropping on us lately. I'm a mess this morning, uh, which is, normal for me. If you're not a follower of my channel, I would love to have you subscribe, join my journey. I know there's nobody actually currently viewing right now, but I'm pretty sure some people are going to come in here, and feel free to drop a chat and ask any questions that you have. Now, I'm by no means an expert on what's going on, but I have been following all of this, and I'm pretty concerned with some of the things that are happening on Outschool. This is a very fluid situation right now, and I am trying to keep up with comments and things that are coming over Facebook and that might be coming here on YouTube. So forgive me if this seems a little bit disorganized. I'm shocked by some of the things that Outschool is doing. I really wish they would listen to their teachers. There's so many changes coming, and they're coming at rapid fire. It's like we're being shot by a machine gun with all of these changes. First, it was the one-to-one classes, and there were huge issues with those. Then it was this uh, change of the course descriptions, which is going potentially, we don't know yet, but potentially going to affect a lot of our teachers that are using ongoing classes, which I am one of them. 90% of my personal income and the income from my org comes from ongoing classes, and those are being rebranded, renamed, and called enrichment and clubs. And so we're not really sure how that's going to play out in the future. And that was a huge thing. And now we're being hit with these self paced courses, which was fine. We were excited about the self paced courses because they looked like they were really going to offer a lot less work for us and a lot more. Flexibility in what we were doing and a better platform to do them on. We all know that the Outschool classroom lacks, especially when you compare it to something like Google Class or other LMSs. But and something I feel like Outschool did a little dirty. Um, I'm getting a warning here, so let me just check out what this is saying. Um, okay, that's all fine. Um, but Outschool on Monday the 18th launched the self-paced course, the new self-paced course, and teachers were preparing for that. They were making classes and getting them ready so that they, as soon as it launched, they could put those up there and be right. It is on. It's all the way up. So maybe if you could turn your volume up a little bit and see if that helps. Um, yeah, I don't it's all the way up in my streaming software. Um, I'll move my closer and see if that helps. So lots of teachers were preparing their content and put the stuff up as soon as the self-paced classes launched. Then we were hit with the subscription module, this subscription pilot that they are doing, and this is really where the bombs have gone off. My mic is on. It's all the way up. I'm replying to somebody on Facebook right now. But what I wanted to do was um talk about what Outschool is doing. And we all are kind of feeling the same. We're very worried about this, and we feel like it's coming in the back door, like it wasn't made clear to us before. There's two major things that I'm concerned about. Number one is the payment structure, and number two is the rights that we are giving Outschool to our information. So let's first talk about the the payment structure. According to Outschool, the information that they have given on the self-paced courses, this is the Outschool website. You can see that right there. It is the Outschool Educator Library, the information that they're putting out. So every time a learner accesses a lesson that they're subscribed to, the educator earns points. The number of points you receive depends on your quality status. And they break that down below this as star teacher gains 1.25 points. Rising star teacher gains 1.15. Popular teacher 1.15, ace completed is 1.10, and then all others are 1. So you get 1 point for each of those, and those points add up every time a learner accesses your information. I have more comments coming in on Facebook. Okay, these are not about the live stream, so okay. So I'm thinking that Tiffany, you can hear me now? Okay, I hope you can hear me. So continuing on for this, so this is by a point system. How many times the learner accesses your stuff is you will get a point for it, or a certain number of points depending on your standing with Outschool. So we can see how all of these things that they've been working on in the last few months are starting to come to fruition, right? So to earn royalty, which is like when an actor makes a movie, they earn their salary through royalties, through the sales of the movies, and it's like a lifetime thing, right? So now that's how we're going to be earning money on this. Royalties from the subscriptions. You have to comply with the rules and requirements and accrue a minimum of total points across your published self-paced classes that month. So every time a learner accesses it, you get a point, and that plays towards your payment. Okay. The amount of payment. Now, this is the part that is really, really sketchy. The amount of payment you receive varies based on the total payout amount and your percentage shared against all eligible educators. If you haven't reached the points minimum in a given month, you won't earn or receive any payment for that month. So you're not going to get any money, okay? So let's break this down. Say there's 2,500 self-paced classes and the parents have opted into the subscription. So they are paying a subscription fee, okay? They are then able to access 2,500 self-paced classes, okay, through the subscription module. Now, the teachers don't have to do anything else. They've already uploaded their content. They do not interact with these learners. These learners only get the information and they do whatever they want with it, okay? Then, every time their stuff is accessed, the teacher earns a point. So let's say the points are 30 for the month. That's the points, okay? Let's say 15, okay, so 2,500 courses. That doesn't necessarily mean 2,500 teachers have uploaded courses, but it's going to be somewhere around there, right? Let's say, 2,000 teachers have uploaded these self-paced courses. Let's say only 15 of those self-paced courses make the point minimum. So they're getting 30 points. 15 teachers make 30 points. So 15 teachers pool the money. And now that money that's coming in is the subscription minus the 30% that Outschool is going to get. And then the leftover 70% is going to be divided among those 15 teachers. All the rest of the teachers are not going to get paid. And I know that I'm using a big number of classes and a small number of teachers, but that's very potentially what could happen. That is very potentially what could happen. It could be that only a few number of teachers get their stuff accessed and get their content out there well enough for them to reach the point minimum, especially in the beginning. So that means that all the rest of the teachers are not getting paid for their things through the subscription module, okay? That doesn't mean that your self-paced courses aren't going to be paid for. Individual learners that you're interacting with on your self-paced courses are going to pay you, right? Those courses are going to be paid for, but you potentially could earn nothing for subscription-based module access. So, you could have 15 accesses, and get 15 points for that month and earn nothing, but your content has been used by that many people, or you've earned that many points. Also, what can stop a learner? We already have this issue. Learners might access information and, pay for one, but, they're sharing it among several. So we don't have any control over that. So this is the big concern right now, and I'd love to see your comments. Those of you who are watching, please comment and ask questions, and I'll answer in any way that I can. Let me see. I think that the issue here is that Outschool hasn't given us any right. We do have details though. That's one thing. We actually do have details because it's here. It's here. It's in the terms and conditions. It's in the educator library. This is what they've told us the model is for this pilot. There is a town hall meeting coming up here. Check the time. I believe it's 11:30 Central Time, so that's 12:30 Eastern Time. That's going to be 9:30, I believe. 9:30 Pacific time. So try to go to this so that we can get clarification, so that we can ask questions, so that we can be heard. I'm like, let's go in there with our comments blazing. Go in there with, just bombard them and let them know how upset we are about what we are interpreting this data to be. Okay, your comments are going really fast now, so let me take a look at this. Yes, it is this. It is very similar to Skillshare. It's very similar to Coursera, but the okay. I'm sorry, but can you please help him because I'm doing something right now. Sorry, the toddler is peeing on the floor. So Coursera is similar, right? Where you sign up for a course, you pay a certain amount of money. That course has been up there, and there's probably royalties paid for that. So yes, and that's not the part that I'm upset about, and it's also probably not the part also that a lot of teachers are upset about. I would be very happy for that to be the model, as long as everyone who's putting content out is getting paid by the subscription the subscription model. I'm sorry. Everyone has a right to be paid for their work. Okay. So it doesn't matter how many points you have, those points should count for something. Whether you should be paid. So if you get a popular class, you're obviously going to get more money, and that's fair. If you get a semi-popular class, you should still get paid. And if your class gets only 15 accesses, but somebody's using it, you should get paid. That's the part that's upsetting. Okay, it's not so much this subscription model, and it's not so much allowing this passive income coming in. It's about getting paid. And it looks like right now they have said, I read it to you guys before, if you haven't reached the point minimum in a given month, you won't earn or receive any payment for that month. You won't receive payment. That's not okay for me. That's not okay. We will not be putting out self-paced content until this gets cleared up, for sure. I told my teachers, stop, don't start the self-paced models until we go to this town meeting and find out exactly what this entails. Now, the other part that I wanted to talk about, let me take a look at these comments that you guys have here. They have been pumping this up for months, and they have had multiple opportunities to share this information, and they did not do that until yesterday. Those newsletters that went out yesterday, none of this. It will not affect other teachers that are doing just one-on-one classes. Let me make this clear. This is only for self-paced classes. Only for self-paced classes, okay? It's not right now. Right now, we don't know what Outschool is going to do. Outschool has been changing things, like I said at the very beginning, rapid fire. They've been changing things and not being upfront about everything, but now we can kind of see how all of the things they've been doing have come into fruition here. Um, the it doesn't right now affect one-on-one classes. It doesn't right now affect any other type of course, live courses, other than the self-paced courses that are what have been known as flex classes. Okay. Um, we do need to know how it works so we can design accordingly. That's right. But again, payment is so important. And yes, a popularity contest. A lot of us felt like when they came out with the Star Educator and the Popular Educator that it becomes a popularity contest, and it goes more for people who can put more time and effort, and not some of them who are making, who are just doing it to bring in a little extra income for their family but can't dedicate as much time as everyone else, and they still might be doing well, but because they are not in the top sales, they don't get that special badge, which is going to be important for these subscription modules, right? So that's not really fair either. Okay, now let me go back. Let me see if I can get myself to go back to another point that I want to talk about. That is that once you upload your self-paced content, even if you take it down, it's still able to be used by Outschool. So there are some things in there. This is on the teacher terms for self-paced classes. This is so if you click seeing the terms and conditions, that's where this is. So this is coming directly from Outschool, and this is at the end of clause 1 before you get to clause 2. Let me find it here again. Okay. Unless otherwise agreed, you have the right to remove all or any part of your content from the services and opt out of the inclusion of your self-paced content. Sorry, hold on. Is that what I want to do? No, okay. Let me see here. Yeah, this is what I want to remove. To remove all or any part of your self-paced content, you can modify your class listing and or click unlist this class from your class summary page. So for those of you that have already uploaded self-paced content, you might be like, okay, well, until I find out what's going on with the subscription model, I'm taking my self-paced classes down. I'm unlisting them, and you can go in and unlist them. You can go to the town meeting today, have everything clarified, and it still stands as what we're discussing now, and then this. Okay, notwithstanding, so you can click on list the class. Notwithstanding any such request, Outschool's right to use your self-paced content for marketing purposes shall survive termination or such removal, and any rights given to learners before the removal of your self-paced content will continue in accordance with the term of those licenses. And that means that you are still publishing that self-paced content even when you decide I don't want my self-paced content to be out there and I don't want subscriptions to be allowed for that. Well, it's too late. You've already got it up there. Let me just make sure. Yes. So unless otherwise agreed, you have the right to remove all or any portion of your content from the services and or opt out of the inclusion. Sorry, notwithstanding, this is the same thing, right? Your self-paying content will continue in accordance with the terms of those licenses, including any grants of lifetime access. So if it's already been used, it's already out there, and they can continue to use it for marketing. So that's another thing that we want to be leery about is the fact that Outschool is saying, and I am perfectly okay with Outschool using my images and my class listings and whatever for marketing purposes. I'm not okay with them taking a self-paced course and using all of it in any way that they want and allowing others to have it. And that's almost what it looks like they're doing. And I'm not 100% sure on that one. But I do caution the self-paced terms are looking a little bit sketchy. Let me go to the comments here. Rating teachers based on sales and subjective star ratings is problematic, particularly when doing it affects income directly. Agree. Yes, so yeah, I agree that if somebody has already bought the course that they should be able to use it even if you unlist it, and that they were there was somewhere else that they were talking about that, and I don't think I could find it in here. So but there was a screenshot saying let me see if I took a screenshot of the screenshot. Hang on just a second. That's about the points. That's about the points. And that's all about points. So anyways, let's comb through those terms and conditions to make sure that we aren't giving them access to our stuff, even if we unpublish it. But you know, that still means like if a subscriber has subscribed to them, that you know, they're still going to be allowed to I don't think the subscriptions have gone out yet. And again, this is something that we need to show up for in force today at the town hall meeting to really talk about. That's why, you know, the terms and conditions of the self-paced courses and the ownership rights, that was really my secondary concern. My primary concern and my primary reason for creating this live is to bring awareness to the point system that's going to be used for the subscription model and the subscription pilot, and to kind of break it down so that people understand that they potentially could put in a lot of work and maybe not sell any self-paced courses, but do get accessed by subscription courses and still not make any money for that. And also talking about that, some concern is the fact that we sometimes try a course out before we upload all of the work for it or do all of the work content creation for it. So that is kind of concerning too, is that you've put all of this work in and you might never get paid for it, but you've done all of the work. You've created a beautiful course, but you're just not getting enough views on it, and you're not getting enough hits to get into that point system, and you don't get paid for it. So, you know, that was another thing that we want to be careful about. Um, Yeah, I am open to considering the subscription model as well, and going forward with the pilot if everyone gets paid. My big thing about it is that everyone should get paid. You should not have to do work for free that Outschool is going to profit off of. Outschool will profit off of it because it's going to be a subscription model, and they're going to get 30% of all of the subscriptions that come in from every family. And then those families are going to access whatever self-paced courses that they're going to access without teacher interaction. But only the top teachers are going to get paid. Only the ones that earn enough points, who get their content accessed enough. So those who get a few accesses aren't going to get paid anything for that. And that is not okay with me. That is not okay with me. As far as Star Educator, those are playing into the point system. Let me head back here to where that was. My toddler's peeing all over the house right now as I do this, but that's okay because we can clean up pee. I feel like it's really important to get this information out. All right, I'm not sure how well you can see this. This is the point system that they're going, the possible point system that they're going to use. So if you're a Star Educator and your content is accessed, you will get 1.25 points. If you're a Rising Teacher and your content is accessed, you will get 1.15 points. Popular Teacher, same thing. And the ACE Completed Teacher is 110. So every time, any of those that you're in, they will add up the points for every time your stuff is accessed. And then there will be a point minimum per month. Okay. And then whatever the point minimum for the month is, if your content is accessed enough times that month to reach the point minimum, you will divide the 70% of the subscriptions for that month with all of the teachers that have made the points for the month. Okay, so if the points is 30 and you make 30, you're going to divide that with all of the teachers that have made 30 points. Everyone else doesn't get paid. 29 points, you don't get paid. 15 points, you don't get paid. Okay. So this is the part that we're upset about, is the fact that if you don't make enough points, you don't get paid. Especially if you make 29 points. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. This is where we're upset about. I used to teach with an ESL company that used point system to determine pay scales. It was the worst. So since I also taught for an ESL company and they used a star rating, and that star rating gave us bonuses. So if we, for however many, we got bonuses based on our stars. Um, and and I've always felt a little bit icky about rating human beings and rating teachers, just because we are human beings and we have feelings, and all of us know what it's like to have a 3 star come in, or a 2 star, and especially a 1 star. When those come in, it's really a blow. It's really a blow to us, because um, most of us, I'd like to say all of us, are really putting our heart and soul into this. We do this because we love it. We do this because it's a great way for us to add income to our families in a way that we enjoy and we love. We love our learners. We love our classes. We, look forward to them every day. And then to have, a 3 star, a 2 star, a 1 star roll in, it hurts. It's not the same as rating an Airbnb, because an Airbnb is yeah, there's a person behind that Airbnb, but it's an object, and so we get a little bit objectified by those rating systems, but it's the way that it is. But yeah, the part-time teachers, and those of us who can't put as much time into creating these classes and pushing them and marketing them, because Outschool doesn't do all of the marketing. They do a little bit of marketing, but they don't do all of the marketing. We really have to market ourselves in order to be successful. That's really been what I've seen. So unless you are really good at marketing these self-paced classes, and become very popular, your income from the self-paced classes in the subscription module could be very, very little, and it could be nothing at all, especially if you don't sell them to with the interactive regular self-paced classes. Will interact with the students, and if you sell those, and here's the other thing, like, why would somebody pay more money to interact with the teacher through video and messages when they can just buy the whole course and not interact at all? I mean, that it's for a lesser fee, where they'll, instead of buying, one, I don't know what the subscription price is going to be, but instead of buying one self-paced course for, say, $30 for the month, I'm sorry, my 10-year-old is screaming at my toddler who's peeing on the floor because he thinks it's funny when my 10-year-old screams. So I'm having that in the background of this video right now. So I'm going to have to wrap it up and deal with that right soon. But I do want to say that if you pay $30 for a self-paced course and get interaction with the teacher, as opposed to paying $30 to get all of these classes, why would you do that? You know what I mean? Like, why would you pay just to have interaction with the teacher when you could just pay for the whole subscription? I hear everything that's happening. Um, so that's another concern that we have with the self-paced model, is this idea that people may not even buy those self-paced classes with interaction. Okay, I do have to wrap this up, but I want to go ahead and read these last comments here. Facebook group uses the term gamify to describe the points, and it's perfect wording. Yeah, we're in a competition. We're pitted against each other, which is not. We don't want to be pitted against each other. We want to be working hand in hand. We don't want to be, seeing who's the best of the best of the best out there. It's not really the way that, teachers generally work. I think the issue partly is that Outschool is a business and treats, yeah, Outschool is a business, and so um they started off a little bit different though, right? It was all about passion. They wanted passionate teachers. They wanted teachers that were outside of the box. They wanted something different, right? And so they really started off well in that direction. But the more business that they created, the more they became a business, right? And so Outschool is a business, and their top priority is making money. And so this subscription plan is going to make them quite a bit of money passively. And so that, as a business decision, probably a very good decision. Um, for us teachers, kind of stinks, you know what I mean? Yeah, actually that's true. You can do better on YouTube by getting ad revenue and even maybe charging a video. You charge $1 a video, you're guaranteed to make money anytime anybody accesses that video. So that's something to consider. Where else can you go? Where else can you put your stuff that is definitely going to pay you instead of not getting paid, potentially not getting paid if you don't earn enough points. Well, I really appreciate y'all watching and all your comments. I do really encourage everybody to get the word out about the town hall meeting. It's again at 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central. I mean, I would be prepared for 12 in case I have my times wrong. Um, 12, 12 Eastern, 11 Central, 9 Pacific. Show up in force. Bombard them with questions. Show them how unhappy we are about what we are interpreting the situation to be, and make them uncomfortable. Make them have to answer to us. Make them have to understand that we are not happy about not getting paid, okay? All right, you guys are so welcome. Thank you all for watching. If you missed anything, go ahead and start back up. I have to go because the toddler continues to pee because he thinks it's funny. So I'm gonna go deal with that situation, and I hope to see you guys in the town hall meeting. Like, subscribe, hit your notification button, comment, and share this video. Share it on the Teacher Hub. They'll take it down, but just keep sharing it. All right. Okay, everybody. Bye bye for now.